What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay. I'll come out, you creep.
Run away!
No.
Oh, now what? Yeah, you son of a bitch.
A barge was moored against the dockside. It was a long way down, too far to jump. A sturdy chain.
All right.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this door.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay. I'll come out, you creep.
Oh, you silly man. Watch out. Good job, George.
It was an old... There was a small drawer in the desk. Knowing my luck, it was bound to be locked. The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key. There was a notice board beside the desk with an assortment of paperwork on it. Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coromante City. It was a small... a filing cabinet. It was locked. The little brass key didn't fit the lock.
Oh, what?
The room was filled with transglobal crates. All the crates were firmly sealed.
Where's the little guy? Oh, there you go.
Whoa! Don't shoot! The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad? Hi. I'm not going to hurt you.
Quaramonte.
Is that where you're from? Coramonte City?
Quaramonte. Quaramonte.
Okay, okay. What have you done with my girlfriend?
Huh?
I am not leaving without her. Where is she? He didn't appear to understand me. Do you know what this is?
Peito. Lotseka peito. Inyakotlago inomutu.
Here,
Tell me
have
what you've
some-
done with Nico, and I'll share these biscuits with you. I knew it sounded lame, trying to bargain with a box of doggy snacks. Besides, how was he to know how yummy they tasted? This was the dart you used to knock out my girlfriend. If she's come to any harm, I will count you personally responsible.
Lotseka peito fnor.
What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay? Hey, come back here.
I just ran away. Yes.
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
No use.
It was an elevator to the upper floor. I couldn't pry the doors apart with my bare hands. There was usually an easier way to do it.
That's not how adventure games work. Damn it.
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now? Nope.
Nope.
No, I had to think of something else. The little crate was precariously balanced. The crate bore the familiar logo of Condor Transglobal, but no clues to its contents. No. I wasn't convinced. The label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place. I'd better think. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That would.
Come on.
No, that. Wrong. The little crate
Oh.
was the little there. That would keep the doors from closing.
Pushing boxes. Oh, what are you doing?
I was wrestling with the small crate when I noticed the label on its side. Danger. Live contents do not drop. I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents.
Drop it, George.
No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy. It was a pulley attached to a long rail which ran the length of the building. It wasn't much use, though. No rope. The statue looked as if it was Central or South American in origin. There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. It was a hydraulic hand. There wasn't enough room to move the handle. The statue looked way too heavy for me to move. The window was not designed to open. I realized the doors must lead to a loading platform high above the dockside. A sturdy beam was jammed across the doors. These doors were not going to open.
Okay. So obviously need to smash the door with the statue. So where do I get a rope?
The crate bore the familiar logo of Condor Transglobal, but no clues to its contents. I couldn't move the crate until I blocked the light beam with something else.
What am I missing? This didn't work.
The label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place.
Is there another label?
It was a large crate.
No label.
The crate was labeled. There were small holes in the top and sides, and scratchy noises coming from inside.
Great. How about you paint?
No.
What do you mean
That
no?
wouldn't...
I would paint that over. That would work, wouldn't it?
Not such a good idea. Wrong.
Wrong. Oh, come on. Come on.
It was the elevator call button. An unmarked switch. Tempting. I noticed a faint mark on the wooden floor. There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room. Nico!
Check it out. That's great.
It was a grotesque little statue of a figure carrying a shield and a spear.
I'll just put it in my pocket.
Will you look at this? It was a small statue of a kneeling figure in an ornate headdress. The head was hideous, with huge staring eyes set in a decomposing face. Hey! Somebody's marketing Labano dolls. Nico was trussed up like a chicken, but she didn't appear to be harmed. It was a short length of rope tied tightly around Nico's slim wrists. Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow!
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
About time. You could at least have helped me before grabbing everything you could find.
Not so loud. They'll hear you.
Get these ropes off me right now.
You know, the mood you're in, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Where's Pablo, the big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
Calm down.
There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, Georges. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait!
She just walked away, didn't she?
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure. It was the strip of masking tape which the big Indian had used to gag Nico. Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
There we go. Moving boxes. Loving it.
It was a hydraulic hand cart. It would be much easier to attach the rope to the statue first.
Okay.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. The rope wasn't long enough to reach the pulley. The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics.
What on earth are you doing?
Trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
You're in the way, Nico. You're in my way. There you go. Beautiful. I pushed the sucker.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
Where'd you go? Yeah, now you decide to go away. Oh wow, lots to talk about.
Okay, tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs. Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
Of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough. Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir. Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poisoned dart?
Of course I'm sore.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Okay, push! Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Time to leave. Huh.
A cable stretched way out across the docks to a building in the distance. Nico, I have a great idea.
Whoa.
Josh, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, André. Give the stone to George.
well, of course. If you say so, Nicole.
Thank you so much, André.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte is in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
Quaramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Transglobal seemed a good place to start.
It's a big place.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal. It looked to me like an early portrait of Orson Welles. In Quaramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense. Now, I like most animals, but experience had made me wary of goats, and cats, and dogs. It was an armed guard looking after the barrier.
Welcome to Quaramonte.
Thanks. Can we get a cab to the capital?
This is the capital, Quaramonte City.
When's the next ship out of here?
But, senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
Oh, yeah. It's like a little piece of paradise right here on Earth.
Then why you wanna leave?
I'm just plain homesick. Like it says in the song.
A word of warning, senor. If you feel like bursting into song, bite your tongue.
Huh?
There are official restrictions on music in Quaramonte.
How come music is restricted in Quaramonte?
It is part of the great cultural enrichment campaign. Traditional Quaramonte music is considered unsuitable for these fast-moving times. Nuestra Senora has decreed that only one category of music is suitable.
What's that?
Easy listening.
We've had enough.
Okay. You show me your brown card?
Huh? What brown card is that?
I
The
don't want to
official
leave yet.
exit visa.
Alright.
It was an uninteresting little wooden hut with an armed goon outside it. Inside the hut was a chair and a small table. The guy wasn't showing much enthusiasm selling his wares. Hi.
You wanna buy something?
No, not really.
I got cabbages. Buy a cabbage, senor.
I don't think so. I didn't come all this way to buy vegetables. Listen, Have you heard of Condor Transglobal?
No. Buy a cabbage. I'll give you a discount on bulk purchases.
I'm not into cabbages. Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death. Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move!